When I heard those prison gates slam hard behind me, I knew it was for real. As a Christian, I expected to get justice. A decade into my banking career, I happened to handle a fraudulent transaction unknowingly. The arresting officer said to me he knew I was innocent, but demanded I pay him a bribe worth $10,000 and he could drop the charges. When you know your values, it's easy to make a decision. I said no, which led to my wrongful and malicious prosecution that ended up having me convicted to serve a 1-year sentence at the largest correctional facility for women in Kenya, a sentence I had to serve accompanied by my then 3-month-old daughter. It was while incarcerated that I met thousands of women, the vulnerable women. It was the poor, the marginalized, unseen, unheard. 60% of these women were still awaiting trial because they couldn't afford to post bail or pay the fines or bribes, 90% of whom were single mothers, primary caregivers of their children, 70% incarcerated due to the colonial petty offenses like loitering, while they were trying to fend for themselves and their children. 5 years on, post my incarceration, I got cleared and vindicated of any wrongdoing, and the Kenyan government compensated me for the wrongful incarceration. I set up Clean Start to offer deep solutions, more than programs, to build bridges that would bring transformation to the justice-impacted women and children who were incarcerated not because they were criminals, but because of the criminalization of poverty due to their high unemployment and poverty rates. 10 years on, thousands of these justice-impacted women have been through our 3-month tailor-made Ufunuo program that brings healing to them while they're still incarcerated. Hundreds have found their liberation through decent means of livelihood by our economic empowerment activities that we set up for them upon release from prisons. Hundreds taking our trauma healing programs and our national positive parenting training programs. We have aligned ourselves with the UN 2030 Sustainable Development Goals. Number 1, ending poverty in all its forms, for we believe poverty is not a crime. As the time ticks on, we know we still have a long way to go. And this year, we have committed ourselves to raising $960,000 to reach each of these justice-impacted women in all the 44 correctional facilities where we're having our programs run across the country and setting up business hubs in each of the counties in Kenya. We're truly grateful for the many partners who have kept our lights on, transforming the lives of these women. And we know that we still have a long way to go. And we welcome you and invite you to join in, journey alongside us to continue shining a light to these women who are justice impacted due to their social economic status. You could do this by collaborating with us, donating towards making these programs continue in prisons, ensuring that we continue to set up the economic hubs across the counties, but most importantly, is to see to it that the bill that we have in Parliament is turned into law towards deleting these colonial petty offenses that continue to criminalize the poor and the vulnerable in Kenya. Join us and let us reimagine justice for good, for poverty is not a crime. Thank you.